Yeah, knock him about. Fuck. That was pretty awesome. Okay, I'm 20k away. Probably won't be getting a level up anytime soon. I'm averaging about 1,500, so it'll be at least 15 or so. Oh shit.
Maybe it was time to test out the new weapon.
Now it gets activated.
It made strange mechanical noises.
He caresses it fondly.
It began to hum. The Sky Ripper was following his every step. At least it acknowledged him as the master. But there was no trigger. How was he supposed to fire it? Fire, he said. Nothing happened. Well, maybe it just needed to warm up. After all, it hadn't been fired in thousands of years.
The bigger question is, how would it know what an enemy is? Oh, it doesn't actually activate. Oh no, never mind. It's burning the enemies. All's good. It's working perfectly. Oh my god. Awesome! There you go, Nexus finished. That was pretty simple.
Noise now, and its wheels were spinning so fast he could no longer see them. Reynardo had a thought. Please? He asked. The Sky Ripper began to glow.
I do remember this.
Boom! The outpost burst into flame. Ravens flapped out screaming, wings on fire. The base was his. The far-speaker toad came hopping out. Reynardo! It croaked, sounding like a toad version of Zenobia. Don't use the Sky Ripper! You'll destroy the world!
Don't use the Sky Ripper!
Will, cracked Reynardo. Pull the other one. If you don't trust me, go see Calaveras. That sounded sensible. Why did she always have to sound sensible all the time? Oh, it was infuriating. Of course she would say that. He was supposed to hurry and bring the Sky Ripper to the council so the rebels could actually win the war. But what if she was right? Damn it.
Well, we're off to see Calaveras, because I've not done this path before. Go see Calaveras. The Sky Ripper turned out to be an amazing weapon. It was time to celebrate, but then Zenobia crashed the party. She claimed the Sky Ripper could destroy the world. Of course she was lying, probably, but what if she wasn't? Calaveras was the final authority in legendary artifacts. Maybe Reynardo should head to the mountains and speak with Calaveras. Indeed.
Zenobia was so frustrating.
Always being right.
Magic. She'd get you with reason and caution and sensible arguments. Of course, Calaveras, he might not know the latest scientific theories with evidence.
Look at that tash.
But Reynardo preferred the knowledge in the old books anyway.
It's got that nice curl at the end of it too.
Felt true. And that's what's important. You should be careful though. She'd probably guess he'd come here. That meant she'd probably set an ambush for him.
Fantastico! What glorious death are we gonna have await us this time?
Reynardo landed on the island, expecting Zenobia's ambush at any moment.
What she said.
There did seem to be a lot of ravens around here. Were they just lost patrols stirring up trouble? Were they looking for him? If she was going to ambush him, wouldn't she keep the road clear so he wouldn't be on his guard?
Oh god.
Unless they were part of the ambush. The obvious reasons he was meant to see to take his mind off the ones he wouldn't see. God, after all these years, she still drove him crazy.
Methinks Reynardo's thinking too much about this. He's thinking there's just ambushes everywhere. What? I'll say that didn't work. Oh, it's because of the bloody weapon. Wow, I got no experience for that. Crap. My style was acceptable though. So, I mean, that's all that matters. Oops. Sometimes I end up letting go of X before I can aim them. So there'll be many moments where I just pick up an enemy and throw him straight away.
Be sincere.
When I'm always trying to aim them into other ravens.
I doubted even Zenobia could convince him to say something he didn't believe. And if he was working for the Empire, he'd never have told Reynardo of the Sky Ripper in the first place.
Oh shit, there's more.
Old toad, but that didn't mean he had to agree.
That worked. Oh, 'cause the bloody Sky Ripper constantly hits the enemy. Even if I knock them down, it will hit them and put them out of the state of stunned. That sucks. I should just have a command for the Sky Ripper. Don't interfere with my enemies. Please. Oops. I wonder what the bloody hell that was a second ago. I think it was just a random enemy shield. It was just on the floor for some reason. It's probably the one I knocked away from an enemy. I just saw this random ass, like, grey cylinder, but didn't know what the hell it was. Okay. I really wish there was more alternate paths in the locations. It seems once you've done a story ever so much, you realise that the paths are pretty damn linear. Even with all the different doors, all they do is lead you to chests. It's a bit shit, really. But never mind. Right, yeah, I do need to do that. I'm just not going to bother putting it back up. It's balls to that. Wow, I fucking ran into it. My timing is just terrible. Right, what's Calaveras gonna say then? What are you doing? You're going to kill us all. It'll probably be something to that effect. Is it gonna be the same old...
Examined the Sky Ripper eagerly. What? How often does a new relic surface? He brushed off Zenobia's warning. Oh, what a sorceress know about physics. However, he did know a few ways to make the weapon even more precise and more powerful, and quickly went off to tinker. Soon the Sky Ripper no longer whined, but thrummed like a hummingbird taking off. It was ready for war. And so, Reynardo thanked Calaveras and took the legendary weapon to the final battle. But where were the other rebel ships? Had something happened? He could defeat the Imperial fleet with a Sky Ripper, but he couldn't govern. He was not cut out to be Emperor, and he'd no desire to be one.
Now I'm just confused. Yeah, because the last time I went to see Calaveras with the Sky Ripper, he was the one that was saying there's a 1 in 128 chance.
There was no organization.
Either way, the lone gunman.
Where was the Council flagship? Something had gone terribly wrong.
What a shock.
The Sky Ripper, and the Ravens had nowhere they could hide.
Well, no, the last time I had the Sky Ripper, I can't remember what story it was. 21, I think. Yeah, I think it was 21. Either way, Calaveras was the one that said there's a 1 in 128 chance of it ripping a hole in the universe. So I don't know why this time he changed. Well, he didn't say anything about that. Like, this time it was Zenobia that said it could destroy the world. But Calaveras just kind of brushed off what she said, even though he told us the same sort of thing previously. I just find it very weird. Mostly, yeah. It's like he gave us no warning. He didn't even say, like, it was remotely dangerous. God, holy fuck. That's a very, very powerful weapon. I keep worrying that it's gonna just disappear, but I don't think that's possible. Just look for the bright white light behind you. Oh no, these fucking things are still alive though. I'm gonna say they're like the worst enemy. Oh shit. I should be able to just stand here and avoid it. Yeah!
The Council speaker
oh
was
shit.
on the deck,
Oh.
bleeding. Why was she even here? They found our base, she croaked. The Council, all dead.
Oh no.
We must surrender. No, we can still win this, said Reynardo. I have the Sky Ripper. He would be a real hero and save the day, even when all appeared to be lost. You're a good boy, said the speaker. And then she died.
Oh, lovely. Wow. Alright. Crap. So was Zenobia telling us to go to Calaveras just a trap? so that they could take care of the rebel base. That's fucked up. I mean, it could have been. Definitely seems that way, although it doesn't explain why the cancelled toad is here. If they got attacked at the rebel base, surely they would have died at the rebel base. Oh god. Yeah, I don't know how they would have made it over here. Unless they were captured and tortured. Or something to that effect. Let's give this another shot. Ah! Fuck. I don't think it's possible. I think you need to dash. But then you're just more likely to get hit. Ah, we're going up to the other place. Very nice. Either way, the chapter ends the same way. You just have to fight a bunch of ravens. The only difference with this is the camera pans out and we don't have to make our way into a doorway. So this ending's a bit more epic, if anything. I want to use this. Nice. Oh yeah, all three of them. Booyah! Wait, what? Are you shitting me? Fuck that noise. Right, pen. I still want to know what the hell those things are. We've not fought a single one.
Tremendous
Whoosh.
The Emperor's flagship went up in flames, and for good measure, he played the beam around it, setting all the other nearby Imperial ships on fire too.
Shit.
And he watched them burn. See? He could use the Sky Ripper safely. The few remaining rebels gave a cheer, and then they stopped cheering. There was a hole.
Oh, it did do the same. Oh my god.
Like a tear in a parchment. Wind was blowing into it, widening it. It grew larger. Crates were falling off ship decks, upwards into the hole. And the world itself seemed bent, like the reflection on a curved mirror as it poured into the ravenous hole. He guessed that somewhere behind that ever-widening hole were gods that had long been exiled. But it didn't really matter. Time was done for here.
Oh man.
And soon it was. Oh, again?
Again?
But he already had all the secrets he needed.
So yeah,
He was
ended
sure of
the
that.
same way.
He must have not used them the right way.
Hyperhero. A hero who takes all the necessary steps to save the day.
Mistake he could
Yeah,
make.
the same way.
Probably trusting that traitor Lapino.
I don't remember which one it was though. Was it... No, it wasn't Reynardo. The fox who needs her. It must have been this one. Yeah, there we go. So you fired the Sky Ripper just once, a hole in the space-time ripped open and swallowed the entire universe. It did the same. What the shit? One more story. Well, two technically, but...
The book's pages fluttered to the beginning.
One
once
more
again,
before the true ending then.
faster than before, and he fell. The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Reynardo knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong. But he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Iblis stone was hidden there. It was a dangerous artifact. It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster. Maybe he could find a way to use it, to take its power without surrendering to its wickedness. And also, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Of course, Reynardo had a pretty strong suspicion that Lapino had betrayed the rebellion, and he had a gut feeling that he needed to use that to his advantage.
Right, so the final story we're missing is again to do the armature, or go after the armature.
Every child knew about the Sky Ripper. The Transcendent Emperor had buried its pieces deep. And then, this Emperor's horrific sacrifices had brought it back to the surface. Reynardo wasn't exactly sure how to use the legendary weapon. But surely, there must be some way to do it without provoking another catastrophe. Had he, somehow, summoned the long-lost components of the legendary weapon out of the deep places of the Earth? It was more than Reynardo could fathom. But if he could find a legendary weapon, He would use it.
There's that. No, I think for this it's Armature Zenobia.
Reynardo couldn't help feeling a bit
I
curious.
can't remember if it's attack
Was
or
Lapino
not.
still waiting
Whatever.
to be rescued? No. He was probably drinking champagne with the ravens. Did ravens drink champagne?
Did rabbits?
Did rabbits? Reynardo felt oddly thirsty, come to think of it.
So we don't talk about drinks
He'd chosen the Sky Ripper.
or alcohol in general.
Reynardo never made plans that required constant vigilance. He was a hero. He didn't think too much. He just went with his gut and hoped
It all worked out.
The Sky Ripper was a long shot. He'd have to devote himself to it. No
Yep.
side journeys, no rescuing old friends. That was against his nature.
Fuck.
Could he stick with it?
That was really a poor choice. Ah dear. I was in its... It was actually in the light, but it didn't hurt.
Really slice like
That was weird.
ham.
Okay, cool.
The people who had built this castle, did they even know what monstrous weapon lay hidden within their walls? The Sky Ripper could destroy anything it touched, or so the legend said. As the Transcendent Emperor had fought the Lost Gods, thousands had died. But Reynardo had been through wars. The only merciful war was a short one.
No, you don't. Ah, then we can just execute. Yeah! In style. 3,500 remains. So that's 2 or 3 battles. Or really depends on how much experience I can get. It'll probably be 3 more battles though. Let's be real. Ah! Fuck me. Whew. Could have been much more terrible. It still sucks that these fucking things keep hurting me. More ravens! Oh shit, I didn't knock them over. So if they're shielded, you can't knock them over with a... or with dashing through them? That's a bit shit. Nah, never mind. Which I think what I could do is this first. And then this. Boom! Yeah, there we go. That just looks a lot cooler. Yeah, I'm still... Oh man, I could have gotten a fucking point there. Only I'd gotten enough XP.
There it was. Sky Ripper's armature. The stuff that dreams are made of. Engineers' dreams, anyway. The device was intricate. No one alive had the skill to make a thing like it. How was it part of a weapon at all? He'd have to ask a scientist. But first, he'd get the second piece.
Nope.
Sky Ripper had a heart. A core that had come to rest on the next island. Well, there was another island he could reach. Zenobia had just invaded it with her father's Raven battalions. She must be encamped there still. But fighting Zenobia now, that made no sense at all. He'd already sacrificed one friend to get this armature, was it?
Was it?
He didn't need to hurry to face her. She would find him.
No, it's the final piece though. For some inexplicable reason, Reynardo chose Zenobia. Reynardo has found the armature of the Sky Ripper. Without the core, it would just be an empty and useless shell. Maybe we should go to see Zenobia, who has just invaded a city nearby. She's the Emperor's adopted daughter and greatest general, was also his old friend. Reynardo didn't know why, but he felt the urge to go see her. Whoosh.
Reynardo asked himself why he changed course to confront Zenobia. He'd no idea. Sometimes he would just do things, and he could never figure out why he'd done them. Usually, they worked out. After all,
Sometimes.
he was a hero.
Hot damn.
The truth is, though, he wanted to see her, wasn't it? It had been a dozen years since Swordfu school.
Swordfu.
He'd heard every rumor about her.
Oh no, it just sounds weird.
News. Not that he still loved her. After all, she was his enemy. No, it was solely because know your enemy.
Yeah, sure.
All right, maybe he should stop pretending. He knew exactly how she felt about him. But their love affair always ended with a tragic death. Unless, maybe he could find a way to dodge tragedy. Surely he could. Couldn't he?
I mean, I've tried God knows how many times, it's never worked, so guess we'll find out. Oh my god, that just made the mage explode. That was the greatest. 720 away. Yeah, that really was. I just like throwing the ravens into the mages and the mages just explode. Can I see Zenobia from here? No, that was the Iblis stone anyway, I think. Can't remember where that brings you out. Trying to think. I don't think it... Oh god. I don't think it brings you out any further. Oh god. No, I really don't know, actually. I mean, I'm looking for where there is a well.
She'd be expecting him. And he didn't have Lapino to cook up a clever plan.
Oh my god.
Why was it again that he hadn't got the core? Maybe because the results tended to be disastrous.
Probably. Yeah, we go.
But he had been down that street 1,000 times. He knew that pub. He knew that alley. He knew the alley behind it much too well. No wonder Zenobia had chosen to invade this island herself.
By the way, Zenobia is right there. Oh, she isn't there. Oh, she isn't stood outside of a ship.
Reynardo slinked through Zenobia's ship, making no sound at all. Where were her guards? Finally, he reached her bedroom. She was curled up on her bed. Oh, he'd forgotten how beautiful she was. How sleek. How soft. He tapped her on the shoulder with his sword. She vanished. And he suddenly noticed he couldn't move except his mouth.
A truth spell. Oh
so
no!
He couldn't keep his mouth shut. He told Zenobia everything. Sky Ripper, the Iblis Stone, even where the secret rebel base was, until he was hoarse. It was some kind of truth spell. A talky truth spell. She called her father by Farspeaker Toad and filled His Majesty in. But why? Get the core! Croaked the Farspeaker in something like His Majesty's croak. Because I missed you, darling. Reynardo grinned. He doesn't even know why, frowned Zenobia. That makes no sense. It's a trap, shouted the Emperor. I'll meet you at the outpost, and I'll bring my interrogators. Reynardo came face to face with the Emperor. Maybe he could assassinate him. But maybe it would be smarter and safer to turn Zenobia against her father.
Right, okay, I don't know which is which. Oh, the scientists. That's the one we need to do. Turn Zenobia against her father. Reynardo's irrational decision to find Zenobia after collecting the Sky Ripper's armature turned out to be a disaster. But maybe he could salvage the situation. He could turn Zenobia against her father, he could show her evidence of the Emperor's madness, but they would need to pay a visit to the scientists on the Nexus. He knew exactly what to say to make her listen.
What are you doing? Asked Zenobia. Did you ever wonder why the Emperor adopted you? He asked her. She shook her head. He told her. His Majesty wanted to bring the lost gods back. They could make him an eater of souls, an immortal. But to seal his bargain with them, he needed a sacrifice. Someone who truly loved him. She was stunned. Furious. You're lying. Under a truth spell? It's a trick. You can't prove that. Take me to the observatory, and I will.
There we go. This is where we find the dead scientists. So this must just be where the,
What proof could you possibly have?
Oh shit.
As they landed on the Nexus, your father ritually sacrificed a village, and he left witnesses. The scientist resurrected one. Well, it's not really alive, but it can talk. A true witness. She frowned. The dead can't lie. Well, I bet they could. They just don't have any reason to. She nodded grimly. You go on ahead. I don't want the ravens to see me.
Yeah! Nice. Bring Zenobia to the true witness.
Skills. If only he'd take the time to figure out which.
Ooh. More. Fuck. Magic! Sure. I mean, I could get the hookshot stuff, but what's the point? Like, there isn't one. Because I don't use it. I use it to hook onto the poles, and that's it. I don't use it in combat, because mostly I just forget. Alright. Yeah, these are the only uses I have for the hookshot. Grappling hook. Whatever. Either or, they're the same thing. I'm quite surprised that this is the last story. I could have sworn I did this route before, but I guess not. Ho-ho, close. Off you go. God, he's got one hell of an arm on him. Okay. Crap. Wait, how did it manage to hit me if... Alright, whatever. Leave him to it. God, I'm fucking darting all over the place. Nice.
She caught up with him.
Oh, okay.
Don't you think I'd know if my father wanted to invoke the lost gods? Would he tell you? No. Would you help him? No. I'd burn his books. Why'd he adopt a stray cat? You don't ask a thing like that. No, not when there's no good answer, she said, her whiskers twitching.
He has some sort of ulterior motive. Yes. Not good. Boom. Oh dear. I mean, we already know this. We have been through this. It's just the next stage of this that we've not done. Which is weird, because, as I say, I could have sworn I did it. I'm trying to think what it is we did do before.
Secrets from Reynardo to crush the rebellion. It will be a fair trade if the scientists could convince Zenobia to change sides.
Honestly, I don't really know. Usually the fourth choice is either go to the mountains or meet the council. At least I think. So unless the other choice might have been to meet Calaveras, but as I say, I don't remember. That might have been a choice I made a long time ago. Ooh, God. I can't reach it. Fuck. There we go. No! Jesus. You managed to hit me anyway, douchebags. Oh ho! Oh man. I just love when it all works out. Just darting across the battlefield, killing everything in a single strike. Oh, what a time. Alright, there we go. We did it. I was going to say we should see the smoke from the fire. Any moment now. And... fire. There it is. They're all dead. Where is Zenobia though? Oh. Not here. She just magically catches up. And now.
The observatory was a burning hulk. Dead scientists and black feathers everywhere. The ravens had burned the reanimated witness to cinders.
What me?
Reynardo was stunned. There goes my proof. These were scientists, not rebels, Zenobia said, upset. Why would he do this?
Oh, God.
I don't know. Let's go to the fleet and ask him. I'll meet you.
There it is.
There's something I have to get first. But could he afford to meet her in the mountains?
Yay!
Given the Empire the location of the secret rebel base, they would need rescuing.
I'm pretty sure that was her. Like, she'd betrayed him. Oh, no, maybe it wasn't. I can't remember. Rescue the rebel base. Reynardo has finally turned Zenobia against her adopted father, the Emperor, but the rebel base was still in grave danger, due to him spilling all of the rebels' secrets. Whatever Zenobia was up to, saving the rebel base was the top priority. He would meet Zenobia again, he was sure of it, but first, to the rebel base.
Reynardo was torn. wanted Zenobia to see the truth of her father. But she could get the truth out of her father faster without him tagging along. Meanwhile, the fleet would soon be knocking on the door of the secret rebel base. Reynardo had better be there when they did.
Where's that? Just looked at OBS. I have dropped a really weird and random number of frames. I've dropped 16.
He felt stupid about that.
I don't know how.
He hopes the Emperor didn't bring the Sky Ripper against the base.
Whatever.
There was nothing he could do to fight a legendary weapon. Reynardo hated when he screwed up. One of these days, he would learn to look before he pounced. But today is not that day.
But I don't want to do that, you dick. Fuck. That was just a pain in the ass. No. I just ended up losing a load of bloody health because I dashed into an enemy that explodes. Ah, of course I dropped bloody health. Health restoring items. I just like the fact you can just kick them and they explode. It's great. No, you. Fuck you. Oh, that is all of them. Nice.
Reynardo decided not to tell the council he'd given the Empire the Sky Ripper's core and the location of the secret base. They needed him in battle, not in the brig.
Just cool that it makes like so many things explode. Kaboom! I just like the fact it actually affects an area.
The raven was slumped in a pile of its own feathers, like a tree in November.
You can't stop us. The Emperor has a weapon no warrior can defend against.
What happened to you? Reynardo asked. But the raven chose that moment to go to the great nest in the sky.
Where the hell am I?
So it made the cord into a weapon. That wasn't good.
Nope. Oh, it's real bad. Holy health. What I need is energy fruits. They would be much nicer. Ho-ho!
Who are you looking at?
Oh dear.
Oh, right. No one.
Come on. There we are. Don't need to worry about any of the others. All's good.
Long stairs. So he was close to the rebel base.
Well, we know that.
On fire. So far, so good.
I was gonna say, it doesn't look like it's been attacked, so... Do they really know the location? That's the real question. I just don't know if they did. Open on up. Wow, this is probably the quickest I've ever managed to do the 3 stories. It's been nearly an hour and 15 minutes. I've not skipped anything either. Weird. Just zooming through. Either that or the last 3 stories in the game are the shortest.
Reynardo had never slain so many ravens.
Being about 25 minutes each, from looks of things.
Burnt feathers for months. The council speaker was confused.
Our spies say Zenobia has gone berserk.
There we are.
She attacked and destroyed an entire squadron of dropships.
This was amazing good news. He'd shown her the Emperor's evil. Now she'd gone over to the rebel side. Now is our moment. Attack! Reynardo exulted. They could win this thing. Zenobia commanded half the fleet. Who would follow the mad Emperor when they could follow his heir, who was wise and smart and a brilliant sorceress besides?
I think he's been a bit too trusting.
And the Iblis Stone. What evil could the Emperor wreak with those? As he closed in on the Imperial fleet, Reynardo liked his odds.
I have actually noticed that on that picture there was less ships than there normally would be. I'm not so sure. I think he's being far too trusting of Zenobia. Not to say she's going to betray us or anything,
How
but
had he gotten into this mess?
neither snow nor rain.
He set out to be a hero. When he was a kid, he'd wanted to be a great cat burglar, until his mother had explained about foxes and cats. And then the Emperor had gone mad and started sacrificing kittens to the lost gods. There were a lot of dead ravens here. Who had slain them?
Zenobia. I think that was kind of obvious.
Heavily guarded. Let's go someplace they really didn't want him to go.
Like how my special can just go anywhere. Awesome. Yeah, if I do a special attack, he just jumps across the battlefield. No combo necessary. Pretty nice. There we are. I can't believe it, I'm actually going to get the true story. Oh god. Yeah, soon. I mean, I only know how the start of it begins, because I've seen that when I went to rescue Lapino. Or Lapino. I keep calling him Lapino. So that's the only part of it that I know. I can't even predict any of the other points of it. Because I don't know where the hell it would go, honestly. There he goes.
There were raven bodies everywhere. The precision of the wounds. Reynardo recognized her style. It appeared that she was single-handedly turning the tides of the battle. Good. That left the Emperor with only the core. Against
And Lapino.
all the rebels, his daughter and her ravens. He wished he was fighting alongside her. But they'd meet up soon enough.
Let's fucking hope so. I mean, I don't really know what's gonna happen. A birdsicle. Don't know why I found that so fucking funny. Oh, just unexpected, I guess. 15k away. I did it! Yeah. You fuck. I would have done it. Whatever. I got stuck on something stupid. No! I would have done it too. That's the first time I've ever made it past the 5. Without getting hit by one of them.
Soon
First time through, I mean.
The Emperor. Again. This time, he'd make an end of him. He'd screwed up last time, but he had a good feeling about this time.
He screwed up last time. Yep, the past 16 times. Well, actually, no, it'd be the past 23 times, wouldn't it? This would technically be the 24th time he's fucked up. Because obviously this is not going to end well. Oh man, if they're frozen, you can just throw a raven right on through the body. Isn't that cool? There we go. Slow-mo! There it is. Time to put an end to this. I really hope that the true ending is like a proper, not long story, but I hope it's at least a proper 30 minutes or so. That'd be nice.
Was cutting down the Emperor's bodyguard like they were mushrooms.
Oh shit.
The Emperor was frantically readying some arcane instrument, brass and hammered steel wrapped around a glowing.
Oh my god, look at her.
Skyripper's
Jesus.
Zenobia! Reynardo shouted. But he had no idea what else to say. Revenge! She shouted as she cut the last bodyguard down. A ray lanced out of the sphere. Everything around her burst into flames, and her sword seemed only to absorb it. She walked towards Isengrim III like she was walking against a river. Nothing could stop her. They were going to win. Zenobia stabbed the Emperor dead and flicked the moaning apparatus off.